The properties of equality that you use in solving equations can also be used in proving statements in geometry. One property is addition, which states that if A is equal to B, then A plus C should be equal to B plus C. So in this property, A, B, and C should be real numbers. For example, if we are given x equals y, then x plus 3 should be equal to y plus 3. Next is subtraction property of equality. If A is equal to B, then A minus C should be equal to B minus C, which means that we can subtract the same number from each side of the equation without affecting the equality. Just like in addition, A, B, and C should be real numbers. For example, if we are given x equals y, then x minus 5 should be equal to y minus 5. In multiplication property of equality, if A is equal to B, then we can multiply each side of the equation by the same number C. So we have A times C should be equal to B times C. Again, our A, B, and C should be real numbers. And C should not be equal to 0, because any number multiplied by 0 is equal to 0. And of course, 0 will always be equal to 0. So if we are given two numbers or two variables x and y that are equal, then 7x should be equal to 7y according to this property. Next is division property of equality. If A is equal to B, then we can divide each side of the equation by C without affecting the equality. Just like in multiplication, property of equality, A, B, and C should be real numbers. And C should not be equal to 0 because any number divided by 0 is undefined. So if we are given two variables x and y representing equal numbers, and a third number, let's say 4, then x divided by 4 should be equal to y divided by 4. Next is substitution property of equality. So if we are given two variables or two values that are equal, let's say x and y, then we can substitute x for y or y for x in an equation or expression. For example, there is an expression, let's say x plus 5. So if x is equal to y, then our x plus 5 should be equal to y plus 5. So we just replaced our x with y. In distributive property, if we are given three real numbers, a, b, and c, then a times the quantity b plus c should be equal to a times b plus a times c. For example, you have 2 times 4 plus 7. So that should be equal to 2 times 4 plus 2 times 7. So let us verify if this statement or if this equation is correct. If we eliminate the sign of grouping, we have to do the operation inside before we do the other operations. So 4 plus 7 is 11. 11 times 2 is 22. On the in the right side of the equation, 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 7 is 14. And then 8 plus 14 is 22. Therefore, 22 is equal to 22. So these are just some of the properties that you can use in proving statements in geometry.